Hello, my name is Dave from Boom Film Festival, and we're doing a Boom Film Festival review today. The film is called They'll Be Calling. Calling, not Colin. You know? Just let's be accurate. All right, let's get right into it. Let me tell you a little bit about this. Okay, this was directed and written by Gunnar Applebaum. The film stars Angelina Ramirez as businesswoman with Gordon Russ Jr., Drayton Hale, Evan Allen, Gunnar Applebaum, Matt DeGraaf, and Patricia Mousseau. Okay, let's give you a little summary, a little synopsis. In a surreal and unsettling office setting, a determined businesswoman faces a tense debt settlement meeting with her male coworkers. As the conversation spirals, reality blurs into absurdity, highlighting how sexism, condescension, and ego dominate the workplace under the guise of professionalism. All right, let's get into it. Let me tell you what I thought. Pros and cons. Let's do some pros first. All right, dude. I thought this was creative. It was surreal and weird and imaginative and unique, original. Those are synonyms, those last ones. And I liked that it had like a deeper meaning to it. It was saying something, and it was clear what it was saying. Well, the themes resonated. Let me just put it that way. I wasn't 100% clear on it, but I did get some like profound, meaning from it. And, that's a complaint I have with some films is like, sometimes it feels like there's nothing behind it. It's just a film to be a film. It's just a film to be cool. It's just a film to be weird. It's a film to, but this is actually saying something. It's weird, but it's also saying something. Not a lot of films do that. You'd be surprised how many don't do it. So I really appreciate that about this. And the analogies are cool, inventive, clever. Yeah, it was bizarre. And I mean, maybe it reminded me of other films in ways. I can't exactly put my finger on what films. Like I've seen similar things before, but that's another thing. A lot of times I see films that are just kind of copying something, right? It's like very direct. Oh, that is like they're trying to be this film. They're trying to be Quentin Tarantino over here. But with this one, it's like there's some familiar stuff, and that's fine. That's what I tell people. It's like you don't have to be completely unique. You can have inspiration, you can have influences, but it shouldn't be so on the nose that like, oh, you know exactly what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? This is more like blended, a blend of influences. And that is ideal. So this filmmaker knows what he's doing. And he's only like 20 years old. Also, music was good. Cool music. I like that. Added to the atmosphere. Also, very good cinematography, good audio, good video, some cool shots. It was pretty professional, dude. Impressive. I liked it. This is great. But let's get into some cons. All right. The one thing I noticed, like the set design. It looked like a very low budget type of thing, and that's fine. But it was a little bit distracting. Because it looked like a curtain behind like the girl and I don't know. But hey, the guy's 20 years old, maybe he's a student type of thing. So it looked pretty good. Like it wasn't bad. It just looked a little amateurish, but not a big deal. Okay. Also, the other thing I would just say is that I feel like they could have done more with camera angles, the camera work, movement. They did some cool stuff, but they could have done more, is what I'm saying. At some point, it was just kind of like this person talking, this person talking, this person. It could have been, add a little bit more movement in there, add a little bit more, interesting angles and stuff. It would have served this type of film well, like the bizarre, weird atmosphere to add some weird, bizarre camera work as well. Is that what I'm saying? It also kind of, I would say, it drags a little bit at some point, just kind of going back and forth talking. It's like, okay, what else? Maybe this is a me thing, but I feel like when we're in one scene for too long, it's like I get a little impatient. So let's get to the next thing. If we're doing the same thing for too long, I want a change. I want some dynamics, okay? But, it's not a big deal either in this case. It's not a huge, it's a minor thing. The other thing I'll say is that there's not like too much story going on. It's more kind of like, it feels more like experimental, more mood oriented. That's all right. But I feel like usually when there's a story, it can elevate it even more. So if there was a bit more of a story going on with an arc and a resolution, this could have been even better. But it was still very good. Okay. That's pretty much it for the cons. So overall, like I said, this is really well written, well filmed, well shot, well acted. Did I mention that? Yeah, I did say that before. The acting, And it's very impressive, the depth that this has. It's saying something. It is saying something. It's not just weird to be weird. It's awesome. Okay? And I liked it a lot. So, what I would give this film, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Okay? I was debating 4 or 4.5. Really debating that one. But I'm giving it a 4. Mainly because of what I already said. I'm not going to repeat it. Okay, I already said the cons. All right. But yeah, this filmmaker has a lot of potential. Holy crap, he's 20 years old and he's doing stuff like this already? Dude. Most people who make like a student film at that age, their films look bad. This is like really good. My films, dude? At that age? Come on. I don't even make films at that age. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all right. That was the Boom Film Festival review for They'll Be Calling. If you're a filmmaker watching this and you want your film reviewed, go to filmfreeway.com/boomfilmfestival and submit it there. It'll also be submitted to the festival, and we may select your film, and you may win awards. Get an interview with me. It's possible. But this film is a contender for some awards. We'll see what happens, though. Anyway, I'm done. All right, bye. Boom.